Hello everyone. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I am going to be talking about health and wellness and my health journey and what that looks like, especially after this really hard time we just went through the past few months. The gyms were closed. I know I wasn't focusing on my health as much, and if you were, that's great, but if you weren't, this video will definitely help you hopefully get back into that mindset, gain some confidence in yourself, and just keep on going, because that's really all it's about. The first thing I wanted to talk about is where I was before COVID happened. So before COVID, I had joined Orange Theory back in December, a month before my wedding. I got their 8-class a month package, and I went religiously, I think twice a week. And I fell in love with it, mostly because I saw results. And I have done CrossFit, I've done, multiple, gym memberships where you just, it's free and you can do whatever you want. I've done so many different weight loss / diets / gyms. I've done a ton of them, as I'm sure a lot of you have too. I'm just saying this is what works for me. I'm not saying that you guys have to join Orange Theory and this is the only thing that's gonna work for you guys too. You have to find your own thing that works for you the most. For me, like I said, that's been Orange Theory. So I was going religiously up until COVID happened, so like mid-March. I saw great results in that time. I was feeling really good. I was running really fast. I was training for a 5K. There were like multiple things that I was doing at that time that I really felt good about. Not to mention that me personally, when I am physically doing good, I'm mentally better, I work harder, I hustle more, I make more money, I'm more confident. There are so many things that happen when I am healthy that there's just so many benefits. It just helps me so much in other aspects of my life that over the past few months especially, I've realized that I really need that in my life to stay structured, to stay active, and really to stay productive and successful. I decided over COVID, they were coming out with like at-home workouts, which were super helpful, and I did like a few of them, but emotionally it was a really weird time, for everyone. You're out of your comfort zone, you're at home all the time, you're around a lot of people that you're not, used to being around for so many hours, and it was just really hard. And if you didn't experience that, great for you. I'm really happy you didn't have to go through that. But I think for a lot of people, just staying inside all that much, feeling trapped in a way, which is really difficult mentally. And so really towards the last several weeks of quarantine, I wasn't doing anything. I really wasn't even watching my health that much. But I was still in class, so I decided for me it would be best to focus my efforts on my education, and I knew that doing that would still make me feel good. I would feel better if I did well this past semester than if I sacrificed maybe some of that time and some of my mental energy that I had in the course of a day to do other things. So that's where I decided to focus my time, and that ended up being the best for me. And if you decide to do the same thing, if you need to take some time, that is totally okay, and don't let anyone else tell you that it's not. You know what's best for you, and that's really all you have to say. There's no explanation that goes behind it. That's really all. It was a really hard time for everyone, and that's what we needed to get through these past few months, and also going into this transition time as things are starting to open back up. Last week, Orange Theory started last Tuesday. It is the following Wednesday now, and I booked a class, but I weighed myself beforehand, and I weighed 151 pounds, which is the biggest I've ever been in my life. I do want to note that I have also learned through my health journey that a number on a scale does not necessarily indicate how healthy you are. So before I thought, 120, 130, that's where you have to be, or, you're, out of shape or whatever. And that was just for me personally. That is what I had in my head. I learned that I could be 140 pounds, my clothing could fit loose, and I could feel really good, and I wouldn't have cellulite or, all this stuff. Like, I would just look and feel really good about myself. I guess realistically I've only gained, let's say, I'd say 5 to 7-ish pounds. My weight would usually fluctuate between 140 and 145, just depending. And that's pretty typical for a lot of people, especially going throughout your day. You're gonna weigh less in the morning, and then as you eat, and then, it just fluctuates day to day, and that's totally normal and healthy. So don't be freaked out if you see your weight doing that, just within it, like a few pounds. So I did weigh myself this morning. I weighed 150 pounds. Obviously, I would have liked to see it a little lower, but it's only been a week. So that's kind of what I'm telling myself. I'm not running as fast as I used to. I'm not, working. I can tell my body needs to take a step back. And I realized yesterday after my workout class, I've been 4 times so far, by the way, since it's opened in the past week, which is pretty good for me. But I've noticed that, I'm just not performing as well as I used to. And for me personally, I want to be super harsh on myself, but I think it's important to note, and this is why I wanted to make this video, that that's okay, and just take a step back and just realize that me going is really what's important. Me participating, me wanting to be better is really the value in what I'm getting from here. I'm gonna push myself to get back to where I was, and I know I'll eventually get there, but I did choose to take a few months off and to focus on other things, and because of that, my health and wellness, depleted a little bit. But muscle memory is definitely a thing. I'll get it back eventually. Within a few weeks, I should be, probably not completely back to normal and where I was, but I'll be pretty much there. I just want to encourage you all to keep on going and to truly not give up. Whether you're working out before quarantine or not, it's summertime, it's light out. Even just taking a walk every day, I think, is just something you could do. And just, soaking in the vitamin D outside, just really, really trying to help yourself, because when you're physically better, personally, from my experiences, I see that I am mentally better and I perform better, like I said, in other aspects of my life. And I am going to continue to film over the next few weeks and give you updates. If you're interested in Orange Theory and learning more about that, I can create a video on how they have helped me, what I've learned from there, what their classes are like. Just a heads up, it's HIIT training, so it's high intense interval training. It just pushes you really, really hard for an hour and focuses on your heart rate going up and down, and that's how you burn calories, not only in the class but going forward throughout the next 24 hours. So I've really enjoyed them. I can also do health tips and tricks. I do still struggle with eating. Eating is something that I've always struggled with. I have a huge sweet tooth. I love sugar. I love cakes. I love brownies, s'mores, anything like that I love. So nutrition is something that I definitely do struggle with. I do try though. And I think that is the difference between me or you and the next guy who's not doing anything. I think just trying and putting the effort will truly just make you feel so much better. So I wanted to just wrap this video up and just take time to encourage you to be your best and to try hard and to just look forward. It doesn't matter where you are now, it's where you're gonna be. And if you're trying now, then that's really all you need to focus on. Just keeping that momentum up, keeping your mind well and healthy, getting back in those routines. Again, you don't have to be where you used to be, just trying and putting forth effort will really be the difference between you and who you want to be. Just continue doing that. I look forward to documenting the next few weeks and hopefully encourage you guys to be better and continue pushing through. So I love you guys. If you enjoyed videos like this, health, wellness, self-motivation videos, definitely give me a thumbs up on this video. I had mentioned in previous videos that Jake bet me to get to 300 followers, and then when I do, I get a new camera, which is really cool because right now I'm just filming on my phone. Go ahead, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I will continue posting more health topic things on my stories there, so be sure not to miss those. Again, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.